Today, questions and answers about Speed Mechanics 2, and I'm also going to play you another excerpt. Question 1, when is it coming out? I'm expecting to get all the video wrapped up here this month and next month in November, off to the publisher. Then we're looking at probably a couple of months for them to turn it around and actually put it out, so it should be out in early 2022. The actual manuscript is pretty well done, all the text, and this is all the notation. As you can see, quite a bit of work. It's actually 60 sequential lessons, each one with its own backing track, so it's a lot of material. Which is a good segue into question 2. Is Speed Mechanics 2 a continuation of the original? Does it start where the original left off? Or is it a separate standalone method? And the answer is, this is a separate method. It's a standalone method. I've taken the principles of speed mechanics and applied them here as well, but I've applied them differently. The original speed mechanics was very exercise heavy, very exercise intensive. This one is just the opposite. It's all applied to music. And of course, when we're talking about actually playing music, we're talking about style. So the question becomes, what is the style of Speed Mechanics 2? What is its breadth of style would be maybe a better way of putting it. And the answer is, well, of course, I'm known as a rock and metal guitar player, shred type player, and that's still true. I mean, that's been my general specialization, but I've also broadened quite a bit. Because the fact of the matter is, once you can play whatever you hear in your head, you have a connection between your musical imagination and the fretboard, and you can play what you hear, well, whatever you hear, you can play. So you can really play in any style. It's just a matter of having a few ideas of how that style kind of works, and of course, knowing what it sounds like, and then you do it. The core of it is still, rock and metal. It's still technique-driven stuff, because of course it's about developing technique, but we also go not just, straight rock and metal or classic metal, but we're going to go over here, we're going to look at some of the more modern metal stuff, some of the down-tuned stuff. We're also going to come back and we're going to look at other styles, including blues. I've got a bluegrass tune in there, a little bit of some jazzy stuff. I hate jazz, but I do use some of the extended harmonies sometimes, and it kind of comes out with a little bit of a jazz flavor. Classic rock, funk rock, shred, some electronics, stuff from my Through the Hall of Mirrors project, a rock version of something by J.S. Bach in there, also progressive rock, you name it. I've also included playing with a clean tone as well as a gain tone, because there's benefits to your technique by going back and forth here. The main point, though, is of course to develop technique so that you can play anything you want, because my idea here is to empower you to be able to play whatever your artistic vision is to create your own style. And today I thought I'd play you another excerpt. This is one of the heavier tunes. It's a down-tuned example to C, so it's drop D down a whole step. And it's this heavier modern metal style, highly syncopated, lots of rests, and it requires a lot of precision in the technique. It's not super fast, it's 120 beats per minute, but it is fast enough that with all of these advanced syncopations, it still gets pretty tricky. So I hope you're as psyched about this project as I am. This is the biggest thing I've ever put out, frankly, and certainly the biggest since Fretboard Mastery, which is all the way back to 2007. In any case, I'm really excited about it because I think it's going to help a whole lot of people play a whole lot better. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell.